We're done. He gave away his best trick. I'm not sure what your quirk is, but it had to do with those little marbles, right? The ones you'd stashed in your pocket. So I'm guessing these are Tokuyami and Bakugo.
You rescued them!
Well, color me impressed. Just as I'd expect from someone with so many hands. How splendid.
Right! Nice job, Shoji!
Moron. No, wait.
A Nomu! Quick, this way! Got this guy. He was at the USJ.
The warp villain!
It's been 5 minutes since the signal. Let's go, Dobby.
Sorry, Isuku, but I'll see you later, okay?
Hold on. We're not leaving without the kid.
Don't worry. They were so proud of themselves for rooting through my pockets that I thought I'd let them gloat. But allow me to explain a basic tenet of magic. If I'm flaunting something shiny, it's because there's something else I don't want you to see.
He's got them! Is that my ice?
That's right. During the freezing attack, I prepared dummies and slipped them into my right pocket.
Damn it! His quirk lets him compress and hold things!
A little bit of misdirection. Forgive me. I do so adore a twist ending.
You can't do this!
One last bow, and then the curtain falls.
Aoyama? Well, isn't that a tragedy? Poor little Shoto Todoroki. Confirm it now. Release them.
That laser ruined my finale.
Checkmate. Kacha, no! Kacha!
Stick back! Deku!
On that fateful day, we were aiming to be heroes, but we failed. And the villains won. Mr. Vlad King was able to call emergency services. Not too long after the villains left, ambulances and firefighters arrived. Of the 40 students, 15 were unconscious and in serious condition due to the gas. 11 others were injured. 13 were unharmed, physically. And one of us was missing. One of the 6 bro heroes was in serious condition because of a blow to the head. One was missing, but it was apparent that she'd lost a lot of blood. Meanwhile, on the villain's side, 3 were caught and arrested. The other attackers managed to disappear without a trace thanks to the warp villain. As I felt myself fading into unconsciousness, I remembered the harrowing words Tomura Shigaraki said to me.
You should try to be careful, friend. Because the next time we meet, I'll likely have to kill you.
The summer training camp we'd all been looking forward to couldn't have been more of a disaster.
When are you going to open the gates?
We hear your silence! When can we expect an official statement from UA's administration?
Has anyone been in contact with the families of the children you've allowed to be endangered?
That training camp was meant to prepare students to handle villain attacks. The irony is shameful. We knew the League would resurface, but we lacked a fundamental understanding of their plans. They aim to destroy Hero Society, and they've already started their war.
Even if we had understood, could we really have avoided this attack? They're moving pieces we didn't even know they possessed. Besides, All Might put an end to most organized crime. We're all rusty.
We've definitely gotten complacent during peaceful times without realizing it. I guess deep down all of us thought that we'd be riding the sweet life for good.
I will never forgive myself for such cowardly ignorance. While our students were fighting desperately for their lives, I was just having a relaxing soak in the bath.
We shouldn't have had the sports festival right after the USJ attack. We wanted to show we were still strong. To have a student kidnapped is our greatest failure as teachers. They've taken Bakugo and society's faith in heroes away from us.
I agree. Every news outlet is currently condemning UA High. If Bakugo was one of the main targets, it's likely because the villains noticed his violent tendencies during the sports festival broadcast. If he ends up joining the side of the villains, that will be the end of UA as a school.
Since we're on the topic of trust, there's something I think has to be voiced now. At this point, we can't deny it anymore, can we? There's a traitor at this school. Only the teachers and the Pussycats knew where the training camp would be. Don't you think that's a little suspicious? I guess a kid could have used their phone to message a villain,
Stop this, Mike!
What's the problem? We have to find who the leak is!
Could be you for all we know. You got any proof that you're 100% innocent? Can we know that everyone in this room is an ally? If we start doubting each other, we'll destroy ourselves from the inside. Accusing a traitor isn't something we should take lightly.
At the very least, I trust everyone sitting at this table, though there's also no way for me to prove to all of you that I am innocent. For the moment, what we must do as a school is concentrate on guaranteeing the safety of our student body. This is a good time to implement something I've wanted to put in place for a while. You see,
A phone call is here! A phone call!
Excuse me, everyone, I have to take this.
We're in a meeting. At least set it to vibrate.
He's his own ringtone.
What symbol of peace can't even keep his students safe from harm? What hero can't? Sorry, what is it, Tsukauchi?
We finally finished taking comprehensive statements from Aizawa and Vlad King, and I think we found something. It's possible we have a lead on where the League of Villains is hiding.
Really? Are you serious?
Yep. About 2 weeks ago, I sent an officer around to gather information. A bystander pointed out that he'd seen a man with a patchwork face entering a building that was supposed to be vacant. The man looked to be in his 20s, but we didn't find any plausible matches when we checked criminal records. We spoke with the owner of the building, though, and found that there's a sort of hidden bar there. My man thought this was unrelated to our kidnapping case and didn't investigate further. But remember the description of that villain from the attack? He had a patchwork face. Given the profile of this crime, we'll move as soon as we get the green light. This is top secret. I'm only telling you because it's you. We plan to ask for cooperation from many pro heroes for this rescue and inevitable cleanup mission. All Might, we need your power. All Might, are you still there?
Tsukauchi, you're a wonderful friend. And I know just what I'll say when I find them. I am here to make you pay for what you've done.
It would appear that the principal offenders behind the UA High training camp attack called themselves the League of Villains Vanguard Action Squad. The League was previously involved in the USJ attack and the Hosu incident.
The youngest victim in the training camp attack is reportedly the son of pro heroes Waterhose, who were killed by Muscular in a tragic...
It's perfectly obvious to me that there's some sort of problem with UA's current management. If I had a child who wanted to become a hero, there's no way I'd enroll them in a school that'll...
I'm so grateful to the media for all the free publicity lately. Right? Isn't it nice? Akatsuki Bakugo.
After the incident, paramedics brought me to a hospital near the training camp where I slipped in and out of consciousness for 2 days. I suffered from seizures, and when I woke, I was delirious with fever. At some point, Recovery Girl came to heal me as best she could. The cops showed up too, apparently, though I don't remember any of that. Mom.
My baby! I can't do this anymore. I don't think my heart can handle another scare.
What about Koda? I hope he's okay.
Hey, Midoriya, good, you're finally awake. Did you see the news? Reporters are all over the school right now.
It's worse than last time.
I brought a present. I mean, it's from all of us. It's a melon.
I caused you trouble, Midoriya.
No, please. I did this to myself. Did everyone from Class A come to visit?
No. Jiro and Hagakure are still out. They were knocked unconscious from that villain's poisonous gas. And Yayorozu took a pretty bad hit to the head. She's hospitalized here, though I just found out she finally woke up yesterday. So it's just us, though obviously we wish the whole class could be here.
Only 15 of us for now.
Because Bakugo is gone.
He knows, Todoroki!
Take back! Deku! All Might told me there'd always be people beyond our reach that we can't protect, even though we want to. Which is why we have to save the people we can reach. I was so close to being able to save him. I needed to save him. Had to. That's the entire reason I have my quirk. It's exactly like Mr. Aizawa said to me.
You're worthless if you can only throw a single punch before breaking down.
My body wouldn't move. I couldn't save someone who was right in front of me. And since I failed, he's gone.
All right, then let's go get him. I was here yesterday, too, and so was Todoroki. Why are you at the hospital?
I could ask you that.
Well, I couldn't just sit at home, so I figured I would come here.
Me too. I felt the same.
We were on our way to visit you when we saw All Might and some police officer talking to Yayorozu.
With the assistance of Awase from Class B, I attached a tracking device to one of the villains. This is the creation that will receive that signal. I hope it helps your search.
Previously, Aizawa said you lacked the self-confidence and judgment needed to make quick decisions. Well, look how much you've grown. You have our thanks, Yayorozu.
With a classmate still in danger, it's frustrating that I can't help you more than this. I hate it.
That painful feeling is proof that you are worthy of being a hero. Please don't worry. You can leave the rest to us.
This means you're going to have Yayorozu make another receiver for you, doesn't it?
What if it does?
Either way, we'll need to take responsibility for being negligent as supervisors.
I'm sorry. I should have listened.
Yeah, you caused us a lot of trouble. Remember that and don't do it again.
You should listen to what All Might said. We have to leave this to the professionals. It's not the right time for us to get involved. Idiots!
Maybe, but all I know is that at camp, I couldn't do anything. I heard my friend was targeted, and I just stood by, helpless. So if I stand by and do nothing now, how am I supposed to call myself a hero or a man?
Kirishima, calm down. We're in a hospital. There's a better time and place for this, dude.
Yeah, and what Ida said is true.
All of you, just listen to me for a minute. I know what you're saying is right. But still, come on, Midoriya. He's still within your reach. We can save Bakugo.
もっと遠く遠く遠くまで飛んでゆけ他の誰 メ嫌だよ後悔したくないから今すぐ言うよ好きだ好きだ好きだ好きだこの場所が好きだよ大事なことに気づいた何するかじゃなくて誰といるか探し続けていたものこんな近くにあったの明日に期待膨らむのは君と見たい景色があるから会ってもっと遠く遠く遠くまで飛んで行け他の誰かじゃダメダメ嫌だよ後悔したくないから今すぐ言うよ好きだ好き
Welcome to UA High, the prestigious school that's turned out some of the world's greatest heroes. I'm running toward my dream in these halls, learning to overcome obstacles and save people with a smile on my face. That's how I'll become the greatest hero in the world.
I keep my ideals let's let not them make what's going through 全てが見変わったサビ羽振りよく増やしてこのラキッシュありとあらゆるものセットリ身に覚えのない運命に殺されかけたこともあったし死んだ目をして生きた時期それでも今日も生かされてるってことは What's going on まださやり残してんだろう修正のしようのない日々の中で What's going on 人とは違うと見た上で可能性のルーツを開くDreaming 意志逆走四角い空心の隙間埋める明けぬ夜から抜けよう未来の解像度下げ僕らは目をそらしてはなりたいものなんてないとうさぶいた日々を I keep my ideals let's let の人生愛も夢も変なほど簡単に気がついちゃうもんさ Come to the list let's let not them make
All Might told me there'd always be people beyond our reach that we can't protect, even though we want to, which is why we have to save the people we can reach. I was so close to being able to save him. I needed to save him. Had to. That's the entire reason I have my quirk. My body wouldn't move. I couldn't save someone who was right in front of me. And since I failed, he's gone.
All right, then let's go get him.
We have to leave this to the professionals. It's not the right time for us to get involved. Idiots!
Maybe, but all I know is that at camp, I couldn't do anything. I heard my friend was targeted, and I just stood by, helpless. So if I stand by and do nothing now, how am I supposed to call myself a hero or a man? Come on! He's still within your reach. We can save Bakugo.
So, let me get this straight. You're going to get Momo to make you another receiver, track a bad guy, and then try to save Bakugo all by yourselves?
Yeah. The villains who attacked the camp planned to kill some of us, but they took Bakugo alive. What we don't know is how long they'll let him live. That's why we're going after him.
Have the two of you lost your minds?
Hey, calm down. I get how frustrated Kirishima is, and how Todoroki feels since he couldn't grab Bakugo. I'm upset too. But we can't let our emotions get the best of us, right?
We should just leave this to All Might. Mr. Aizawa only gave us permission to fight and use quirks at the training camp.
Aoyama is correct. Though I'm part of the reason we failed, so I can't talk.
You guys!
Listen, we're all shocked that Bakugo was taken from us, but we have to be rational. It doesn't matter how noble your intentions. If you go out there trying to find the bad guys, knowing you're breaking the rules, then you're acting like villains, not heroes.
Sorry for interrupting you guys, but I need a moment alone with Midoriya.
Sure, let's bolt. I want to see how Jiro and Hagakure are doing.
Good idea.
Yeah, okay. Feel better, Deku?
Thank you for visiting me.
We talked to Yaoyorozu yesterday. If we're doing this, it's tonight. Look, I know you've got some pretty hardcore injuries, so I don't know if you can go. But I wanted to invite you since you probably feel the worst. We'll meet in front of the hospital after dark.
Recovery Girl performed some pretty strong healing on your arms while you were unconscious, so you should be able to move them around fairly well. But they were seriously messed up. You've done absurd damage to your body in the last few months. And frankly, this is a whole new league of trauma.
You mean I was hurt a lot worse this time?
I took a close look at your charts. Your past injuries were bad. Splintered bones and ripped muscles that were painful, sure, but could eventually be repaired. This time, the damage was devastating. Usually, a person's body has limiters that keep it from using more than 80% of its power at any given point. But in a crisis situation, it's possible for those limiters to fall away, allowing someone to use 100%. We call it hysterical strength. The reason we have those limiters in the first place is because our bodies can't handle that type of strain. You had this hysterical strength, and because of that, your power ended up overcharged for an extended period. It's bad for your bones and muscles to get battered, of course, but it's worse for your ligaments. Ligaments protect the joints, and yours have seriously degraded. In other words, if you sustain this type of injury, even just 2 or 3 more times, I don't think you're going to be able to move your arms anymore. For now, focus on rehabilitation. Use them a lot, even if it hurts, and we'll leave the rest to UA. I'll discharge you today so you can go home and take it easy. Take this seriously.
Right. Thanks for your help, Doctor. I'm sorry for any trouble I caused.
Recovery Girl's fed up with you. But, hey, I get the impression that's nothing new. Also, don't forget, you did save someone. Healing begins in the mind. Try not to worry. Stay positive.
Dear Mr. Midoriya, I'm sorry I punched you in the balls. Thank you for saving me, even though you just met me. Please, get better soon so I can thank you in person, okay? Koda.
Koda. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I was discharged, but there's something I have to do, so I won't be home until tomorrow or so. Yeah, I can move now at least. My body feels kind of run down and sluggish, though, even with all the healing they performed on me. I heard it's because UA wants a close eye on the students. Well, that, and they want to keep the media out as long as they can.
Zuko, do you really have to go back to UA?
There's a call for you, Endeavor, sir.
Who is it?
A Mr. Sukauchi from the police department.
I'm listening.
We would like to request your assistance, sir.
I've received an emergency summons and must leave this place in your hands. Be strong as heavyweight denim without me. Smart as tailor-made suits. Keep the fabric of society safe.
You got it, best genius!
You want me to make a new receiver?
Yes, please.
You must know what we're planning.
I do. Let me think about it.
I wonder what Yaoyorozu decided.
No matter how much we want to go after him, it's her choice.
She's here.
Midoriya.
So how about it? You decide?
I think that...
Hold on.
Ida.
Why are you here?
You. Why did it have to be you two of all people? The ones who stopped me when I acted recklessly. Who received amnesty with me after Hosu. Why are you trying to make the same stupid mistakes I made? Didn't you learn?
What are you talking about?
We are still just students. And UA's in a bad position as it is. Anything we do will reflect on our school. Don't you get that?
Ida, we have to. I know you don't like us breaking rules, but...
I'm frustrated too, and concerned, obviously. I'm the class rep, damn it! I'm worried about all my classmates, not just Bakugo! When I saw your injuries, all I could think of was my brother in the hospital. What if your bodies end up irreparable, just like his? Because I didn't step in! Have you not stopped to think about where I'm coming from? Or are you saying that you don't care how I feel?
Of course I do.
Ida, you've got it wrong. We don't expect to face them head-on and win. We'll get him back without fighting.
Yeah, we'll be stealthy. I'm talking covert ops here. We can rescue him without breaking the rules.
I trust in Todoroki's judgment, but still, things could always go wrong. So I'll join you as backup. I'll stand behind my classmates.
You can't be serious.
You're the best.
I know I'm hurt, but if I can still move at all, then I can't just sit still. I have to reach out and do something. Because all I can think about is saving him.
There are stories about every hero, how they became great. Most have one thing in common. Their bodies moved before they had a chance to think, almost on their own.
We'll never agree. So I'm going to come with you.
After the USJ and Hosu attacks, we thought we'd seen true evil, that the worst was over.
We've gathered some of our finest heroes here today. Now, let's talk strategy.
I'll ask you one more time, Katsuki Bakugo, aspiring hero. Will you join the League of Villains?
Go throw yourself into traffic.
But something far worse was about to begin.
Midoriya. Huh? I shouldn't have hit you back there. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I have some concerns, Ida. What exactly is your justification for changing your mind and joining us?
Hey, it's fine. You don't need to apologize.
To be clear, I'm coming because I don't condone your behavior. It's as simple as that. If there's even a hint that physical combat might break out, I'll make you retreat immediately. So in other words, I'm your watchman.
Exactly what we needed.
The same goes for me. Rescuing Bakugo is a job for the pros. Objectively speaking, there's no reason for any of us to go after him. However, I understand how each of you feels, so I'm compromising. Don't forget that.
Right.
Understood.
A rescue without us fighting. It's not plausible. The others are so driven by frustration that they're blinded. But once they see the situation firsthand and realize how difficult it will be, they should understand their plan is completely unrealistic. The coordinates indicate Camino Ward, Yokohama City in Kanagawa Prefecture. Our travel time will be about 2 hours from here. We should arrive around 10 o'clock tonight.
So, did you tell the rest of the class about this? Do they know what we're doing tonight?
Yes, and they tried their best to talk us out of it.
Yeah, even Uraraka ganged up on us and tried to get us to change our minds.
I just don't know, you guys. Think about what Bakugo would want. We just make everything worse, I'm afraid.
Anyway.
Stick back, Deku! Just to make sure, you know we're going against everyone's wishes and being completely selfish by doing this. We can call this off if we want to.
Does it look like I want to turn back? Bakugo wouldn't think twice about going after the villains if he were here.
What about you, Midoriya?
He's my friend.
Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero.
Mom. All Might gave me everything. He trusted that I'd make the most of his quirk. I refused to turn back.
I see. All right then.
So this is Camino Ward.
It's so crowded.
Those villains are hiding somewhere in this city. Just tell me where to go!
Wait a second! From now on, we're going to need to be extremely careful. These criminals already know what we look like, remember? We have to consider that we could be attacked at any moment.
Yeah, you're right. Stealth mode.
You're standing out even more, Midoriya.
We won't be able to scout effectively if we're recognizable.
Okay, so what should we do?
I have an idea, though it is a bit old school.
Yo, fool! What you looking at?
This is me, incognito.
Now we're blended perfectly.
I feel so ridiculous.
I don't know, I kinda dig it.
Watch it, you punks! Get lost!
That's all wrong, you gotta stick your chin out more.
You talking to me?
That's it!
We're just a few scoundrels cruising for hot girls!
Close enough!
Great disguises. We'd stand out in this district dressed like kids.
Yaoyorozu, couldn't you have used your quirk for this to save money?
Well, technically, but that's against the rules! If I started making everything, think of the impact on the economy! We must ensure the flow of commerce. That's right! It's our civic duty as citizens!
Sure.
So the rich girl just wants to go shopping, huh?
Everyone, our destination is this way.
Whoa, it's UA High!
Let's return to a short clip from the UA High School press conference that just wrapped up.
Mr. Aizawa.
Vlad King and the principal.
We are here to apologize. A recent incident allowed harm to come to 27 first-year heroes, and we staff were ill-prepared. We take responsibility for any trauma caused by our negligence. It's our duty to train heroes, but also to protect heroes in training.
This is crazy. He hates being on TV.
I'll take the first question. Since the beginning of the year, UA students have had 4 encounters with villains. This time there were students who were gravely injured. How did you explain this to their families? And what are some of the specific steps you're taking to ensure their safety in the future?
The media should know what UA's basic position is since they didn't cancel the sports festival. They just want him to look bad. They're treating them like villains.
We will increase patrols around the school grounds and review security measures within the school. The safety of UA students is our main priority, make no mistake about it.
What are these dudes thinking?
They're gonna get those kids killed.
They should be ashamed.
Increased patrols? Give me a break. What about the rest of us?
The mood was changing. You could feel it in the air. People were turning against heroes. And if we didn't do something, it was just going to get worse.
Isn't that strange? The heroes are becoming the bad guys. Seems like they're not dealing with this very well at all. So much criticism. But everyone makes a mistake or two, right? It's not like they're supposed to be perfect. Modern-day heroes sure have it rough. Don't you think, Bakugo?
Once a hero receives payment to protect people, they aren't a real hero anymore. That's what Stain's actions taught us.
A hero in this current system only cares about money and glory. And since society buys into those idiotic rules, anyone deemed a loser is shoved aside. So we want to pose some questions. What is a hero? What is justice? Is this society truly fair? Soon, everyone will be asking. That's when we'll know we've won. And you like winning, don't you? Dobby, let him go.
Huh? You know he'll just fight.
It's fine. We're recruiting him, so we should treat him as an equal. Besides, he's smart enough to know he can't take us all, right? After all, UA students are so clever.
Hey, Twice, you do it.
Sure thing! No way.
Do it.
Oh, man.
I do apologize for such forceful methods, but please understand that we aren't some kind of unruly mob committing crimes without a third act in mind. We didn't kidnap you by accident.
Even though our backgrounds are different, everyone here has suffered. Because of people, rules, and heroes who try to hold us back. I'm sure you're the same.
Shigaraki! I'm done listening to your endless talking. Can you not get to the point, or do you just like your own voice? Basically, what you're saying is you want to cause some trouble and you want me to join you. Well, screw you.
Did you see what he just did? Man, it doesn't get any cooler than All Might. That's why he's the greatest. No matter how much trouble he's in, he's always the winner.
I like to win. I want to win just like All Might. No matter what you have to offer me. That will never change, do you understand?
Preview! As we investigate the League of Villains hideout, we discover a secret Nomu factory. But wait, Kachan isn't there? Next time, All for One, go beyond, plus Ultra!
Decide the fight. We can't let these villains.
Welcome to UA High. The prestigious school that's turned out some of the world's greatest heroes. I'm running toward my dream in these halls, learning to overcome obstacles and save people with a smile on my face. That's how I'll become the greatest hero in the world.
I keep my ideals lately, not them make. What's going through? 全てが見届けたサビ羽振りよく増やしてこのキッシュありとあらゆるものセットリー身に覚えのない運命に殺されかけたこともあったし死んだ目をして生きた時期それでも今日も生かされてるってことは What's going on まださやり残してんだろう修正のしようのない日々の中で What's going on 人とは違うと見た上で可能性のルーツを開くDreaming 一瞬逆走四角い空心の隙間埋める明けぬ夜から抜けよう未来の解像度下げ僕らは目をそらしてはなりたいものなんてないとうさぶいた日々を I keep my ideals lately の人生愛も夢も変なほど簡単に気がついちゃうもんさ Come let's let not them make
You spoke about keeping the students safe, Eraserhead. But according to our information, you encouraged them to fight during the attack on the training camp, putting them in grave danger. What was your reasoning for this?
I concluded that because we didn't know the full situation, allowing them to use their quirks would help avoid the worst possible outcome.
And what would that outcome be? Do you think 26 victims and one kidnapped child is a win for UA High?
I assure you that things could have gone much more poorly. I feared every student would be tortured and killed in the end.
Most of the victims were harmed by the gas attack. We've determined it to be the result of a poisonous quirk used by one of the villains. It's thanks to the quick actions of Miss Kindo and Mr. Tetsu that injuries were kept to a bare minimum. Additionally, we're providing mental health counseling to every student, though at the moment we do not see any signs of serious psychological trauma.
So you found a bright spot in this tragedy.
We're relieved that an entire class of burgeoning heroes still has a future.
Can you say the same thing for the abducted Katsuki Bakugo? He enrolled at your school with excellent marks and went on to win the sports festival. Before that, he survived the attack of a powerful sludge villain who eventually had to be taken down by All Might. The boy is obviously strong and heroic. On the other hand, the violence he displayed in the finals and his attitude at the awards ceremony both showed that he cannot control his temper. What if this is the real reason the villains kidnapped him? What if they're brainwashing Bakugo right now, pulling him toward the path of evil? How can you sit there and tell us he still has a future?
This reporter knows exactly what he's doing. He's trying to antagonize us so he says something damning. You can't fall for it, Eraser. He probably knows how much you hate the media. Don't let him trick you.
As Katsuki Bakugo's teacher, I take full responsibility for not taming his violent behavior. However, his actions at the sports festival were born of his deep-seated convictions. He's trying harder than anyone in his pursuit to become the top hero. If the villains think they have a chance with him, then they are grossly mistaken, I can guarantee you that much.
That doesn't amount to real evidence, though. I didn't ask you how you feel. I asked you if you had concrete information.
We're doing our best with the intel we currently have available. I have no doubt the police will break this case very soon. We won't rest until our missing student is returned to UA.
Did you hear the teachers? They get me more than I thought. I'll never join your League of Bastards! They went through the trouble of mounting a huge attack, all just to bring me back here. The idiots even told me what they wanted, for me to join their pathetic group. Which means I know they won't kill me. What a bunch of amateurs. Now's my chance. I gotta take a couple of them down quick, and get the hell out of here! We may not be at camp, but I'm still allowed to fight!
He must have figured out he's important to us. What a clever boy.
No, he's a fool.
Let me stab him.
A clever performer would have acted like we were winning him over. Now that he's broken character, he's finished.
I only do whatever I want to, and I won't even pretend otherwise. And I'm tired of being surrounded by a bunch of lame-ass wannabes.
Father.
No, Tomura Shigaraki, be calm!
Don't lay a finger on him, any of you. This hero is still a valuable piece. I wish you would have listened to what I had to say. I thought you and I could come to an understanding.
Heroes and villains are cut from the same cloth.
What, you think we're the same? Not a chance!
Then I have no choice. The heroes said they'd continue their investigation of our group, so we don't have time to stand here and talk. Master, lend me your power.
That is a wise decision, Tomura Shigaraki.
Okay, this is the spot the tracker is broadcasting from.
So that's their hideout? Not a bad one, I guess.
Maybe it is and maybe it isn't. According to the tracking history, the villain hasn't left this location for the past day. But that's all we know. One villain is hiding here, but that could be it. They might have Bakugo somewhere else. We're going into this operation completely blind for the most part. Please try to proceed logically.
I don't like this. None of us are good at sneaking around. We need Hagakure or Jiro here. If I think things are gonna be the least bit dangerous, we're done. I won't hesitate to call the police either, to make sure my friends are safe.
Thank you, Ida. So what can we do with what's in front of us? Let me see here. The prerequisite is that we don't use our quirks to fight the villains, and on top of that, we need to figure out...
It's been a while since I've seen him this weird.
Yeah, this is truly peak Midoriya.
That's right. Once you set your heart on something, there's no swaying you. You won't stop. It's what I respect about you as a friend and a rival. But there must be boundaries. And someone has to make sure you don't cross them. This time, I'll protect you.
Why should I clean up UA's mess? I'm a very busy man, as you know.
Get off your high horse. You are a UA alum. We can't call any heroes away from the school. There's a bigger picture endeavor. It's possible this incident is the beginning of the end for Hero Society. We'll stop at nothing to resolve this successfully.
During the internships, I invited Bakugo to my agency to try and reform him. I've met very few as stubborn as he is. I imagine he's fighting back. We need to hurry.
Not even you were able to change his behavior.
Yes, he was inflexible, pride sewn into his very core.
My comrade Ragdoll was also taken. This is my chance to get her back.
Thanks to the tracking devices set by one of the students, we now believe there are 2 separate hideout locations. We know from our investigations where the kidnapped victim is located. We'll send the bulk of our forces there. Retrieving Bakugo is our priority. At the same time, we'll gain control of the other hideout. This will cut off their paths of retreat. We'll arrest them all at once.
Toshinari, if they're recruiting old men like me, then...
What are you suggesting? You're still Gran Torino. And with such staggering stakes at hand, we can be sure that he is involved.
All for one.
We have the element of surprise. These villains will not succeed! At the press conference earlier, we had Principal Nezu act clueless to deceive the villains. He feigned ignorance on camera as if we didn't have leads. After hearing his words, the villains won't expect us to rush in on the very same day. We'll retaliate. It's time for our counterattack. Remind the world what you can do, heroes!
We've gotten pretty close, but I haven't seen anything move inside.
And not a single light is on. It doesn't look like anyone's home.
They're hiding this lair in plain sight. It looks like any other abandoned warehouse.
The weeds under the front door are thick and undisturbed. There must be another way to get in. Maybe someone's quirk is hiding it. We can't just enter carelessly. It could be a trap. If we we could just see inside somehow.
Hey! You looking for a real man, darling? Ditch these losers and come drink with us.
Come on, don't go picking fights.
Hey, you talking to us?
Let's get out of here. It's not crowded, but there are people around.
We can't draw attention to ourselves, so what's our next move?
Let's go around the back. It might be the best chance we have to get some solid intel on this place.
This is so narrow. I might get stuck.
Just keep moving. We have to figure out what's happening inside. No one will see us from back here. There! We should be able to get a look through that window.
We'll be blind in the darkness.
1 second, I'll make a night vision scope.
Wait, no need. I actually brought one along with me for this.
Whoa, really?
When I thought about what we'd have to do, I figured we might need it.
Sure, but aren't those models super expensive? I did some research on them when I was thinking about my costume, but they cost like 50,000 or something, right?
Whatever, man, just drop it.
Right. Then Kirishima will serve as our scout. Back him up, Midoriya.
Hold steady.
Don't lean forward too much. We may have to run at a moment's notice.
Ida, can you move back a little?
Tell us what you see inside, quickly, and be quiet.
Got it. The place is pretty trashed. Doesn't look like...
Hey, you okay?
What's wrong? You weren't spotted, were you?
The back left. The corner, Midoriya. Look.
No way. Are those all... Nomu?
Master, lend me your power.
A master? I thought you were the boss around here. But you're a sidekick.
Kurogiri, compress. It's time to put him back to sleep.
I can't believe he's such a bad audience member. It's almost impressive.
If you want me to listen, then get on your knees and beg! I want to blow them away with maximum firepower, but that warp guy is way too fast. Think. I need to make an opening somehow, and get to the back door.
Hello? I got a pizza delivery here.
What the? Kurogiri, gate!
Preemptive, blinding, lacquer chain prison!
That's easy.
Don't do anything foolish. It's in your best interest to cooperate with us.
Just what I'd expect from a competent new hero. And a veteran pro who moves faster than the eye can see. You can't run any more, League of Villains, understand? Because we are here now!
Right after the press conference, they had this ruse planned the whole time.
Tree Man, you're hugging me too tight! Harder!
One tends to neglect defense when they're on the offense. But we didn't come alone. Take a look. You're surrounded by the police, not to mention powerful heroes like Endeavor.
Tsukauchi? Why does Edgeshot get to rush into the fight while I'm stuck here with you?
Because if someone slips out, we'll need you to capture them immediately.
Oh, you must have been scared, but you stayed strong. I'm sorry. You're safe now, young man.
What? I wasn't scared! Not even close!
After I went through all the trouble of preparing this, the final boss goes and shows up on my doorstep. Everyone's been restrained. There's no easy way to escape. It can't be helped. So they've got backup, huh? Well, we do too. Kurogiri! Warp over as many as you can!
The Nomu, right?
Hey!
Is that...
What are you waiting for, damn it?
I'm sorry, Tomura Shigaraki. The Nomus were supposed to be in a fixed location, but they're gone.
It seems you have a lot to learn, Shigaraki. You're still green. Your little league underestimated all of us. The soul of this young man. The police's diligent investigations. And Our righteous fury.
We have control. The Nomu are neutralized.
Enough is enough! Your game has come to an end! Tomura Shigaraki!
All Might, please! You're the only hero stayed respected! You are worthy! You think it's over? Don't be stupid. I've only just begun to play. Justice. Peace. You created a garbage society by lifting up such ridiculous ideals. That's why I targeted you, All Might. It's why I started gathering people to my cause. You think this is the end? Then you've lost. Kurogiri!
What just happened? I couldn't see anything. Did they kill him? I played around with his insides and made him fall unconscious. Ninpo, 1,000 sheep pierce. He was such a nuisance. He had to sleep.
Weren't you listening earlier? You'll all be better off if you take us seriously. Kenji Hikiishi, Atsuhiro Sako, Shuichi Iguchi, Himiko Toga, Jin Bubaigawara. Though they had little time and information, the police worked through the night to discover your true identities. Do you understand? There's nowhere left for any of you to run. So, Shigaraki, one question. Where is your boss hiding?
No one's come to save you, have they? You've had a hard life, Tenko Shimura. He'll be fine. Eventually the heroes will help. I'm sure that's what everyone thought as they looked away and ignored you. The world shouldn't be so unforgiving. You didn't do anything wrong. Don't worry. I am here for you.
No. This is not over. Just you wait. The game is still mine.
You'll tell us where he is right now.
Go away. Disappear.
Shigaraki!
This is your fault! I hate you!
Nobu! How'd they get here? What is this? Damn it, Headshot! Stop Kurogiri!
He's still out. This isn't his doing.
Keep on coming!
Don't release them under any circumstances, got it?
Right!
Oh, crap!
Bakugo! No!
Endeavor, help us! No!
Evacuate the area!
They're from the other hideout. That location should be locked down. Come in, Genus. What the hell is going on over there? Genus!
Toshinori, what now?
They shouldn't have been able to warp Nomu here, and this backup came too fast. I fear that he has made a move.
What? Did the building just come down?
Gang Orca and Mount Lady. Whoa, even Best Jeanist is here.
And Mr. Tiger, too.
Ugh! Are these gross dudes really alive? I thought we'd be in for a fight, but this was super easy. Maybe we should have left this to the police and gone with All Might.
Difficulty and importance are two very different things, Rookie. Riot Squad, get the transports ready. There could be more of them. Be on your guard.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Ragdoll! Wake up for me!
Is that your teammate? She's breathing. That's good.
Yes, but look at her! What have they done to you, my friend?
Everything's fine. The heroes were on top of this way before we were.
This is great.
Now then, let's get back home. At least we won't have to explain ourselves.
It sounded like All Might is somewhere else. Does that mean he's rescued Kachan?
If All Might's on the scene, there's no reason for us to worry. Let's go, quick.
Right.
I'm sorry, Tiger, but Ragdoll's quirk was so useful. I just had to take it. How could I not?
Are you with the League?
Somebody get us a light!
Since my body was mostly destroyed, I haven't been able to stock up on quirks.
Stop there! Don't move!
Hey, you can't attack like that! What if he's just a bystander?
Think about the situation. A moment of hesitation could decide the fight. We can't let these villains try anything!
Tomura has finally started thinking rationally and making decisions by himself. I do wish that you hadn't gotten in his way.
There was no time to stop him. No time to even move. It happened in an instant. A microsecond. And in that moment, this man made us feel death. We could see it in front of us clearly.
Since you now bear one for all, you may one day have to fight against this great evil yourself, because I failed.
Tomura. He meant Shigaraki. What is this? It's not true, is it, All Might? Don't tell me that this is all for one.
Now then, shall we begin?
Here's the preview! It's the symbol of evil, all for one. We're frozen solid in the face of his terrifying presence. Even though Kachan is right in front of us. Next time, symbol of peace! Go beyond! Plus Ultra! Welcome to UA High, the prestigious school that's turned out some of the world's greatest heroes. I'm running toward my dream in these halls, learning to overcome obstacles and save people with a smile on my face. That's how I'll become the greatest hero in the world.
I give my ideals where not them made. What's going through? 全ての顔で出すビー羽振りよく増やしてこらけしありとあらゆるもの捨てたり身に覚えのない運命に殺されかけたこともあったし死んだ目をして生きた時期それでも今日も生かされてるってことは What's going on まださやり残してんだろう修正の章のない日々の中で What's going on 人とは違うと見た上で可能性のルーツを開くDreaming 意志逆走四角い空心の隙間埋める明けぬ夜から抜けよう未来の
counterattack! Remind the world what you can do, heroes!
You'll tell us where he is right now. Shigaraki!
This is your fault! I hate you!
Nomu! How'd they get here? What is this?
They keep on coming!
The crap! Bakugo! No!
Endeavor, help us! How?
Toshinori, what now?
They shouldn't have been able to warp Nomu here, and this backup came too fast. I fear that he has made a move.
Don't worry. I am here for you.
Stop them! Before they all disappear!
Damn it! You won't escape, Shigaraki! Take me with you!
No! No! I'm so sorry!
This wasn't your fault. None of us were able to do anything. Kurogiri's quirk opens up warp gates that allow anyone to pass through, but this was targeting specific people.
Oh my!
Oklahoma!
Hope that wasn't a load-bearing wall. Focus on the enemies out here! On your left!
They're monsters! More of them? I thought we were supposed to have a handle on these!
Genus isn't answering me anymore. It's possible they failed at the Nomu factory.
This is putting a lot of stress on my power. Endeavor! Are you keeping up? Does it look like I'm having any trouble? Worry about your own responsibilities, you fool! If you're gonna go after them, now's the time! Right. I'll leave you to it.
I see why you're the number 4 hero, best Genist. That blast should have annihilated the lot of you. But you were able to manipulate everyone's clothing and pull them out of the way just in time. Quick thinking. Consider me impressed.
It's him.
We believe there must be an architect behind the League of Villains. It's likely that his strength is comparable to All Might's. He will be crafty and cautious. If he doesn't feel like his safety is guaranteed, he will not reveal himself. So you must capture Shigaraki and the others quickly. Then, move on to their leader.
It wasn't supposed to go like this. But that doesn't matter. A true hero doesn't believe in excuses!
Now I see. Your strength comes from practice and practical experience, not raw power. I don't need your quirk. It wouldn't pair well with Tomura's disposition.
Who is this guy? What just happened? He took out 3 pros in an instant.
We have to run. I know that, but...
I'm so scared that my legs...
My body won't move. What in the world was that? Damn it! The hell? Catch on, Bakugo!
My apologies, Bakugo.
Huh?
This black stuff reeks! I love it!
Master.
So, you failed once more, Tomura. But you must not be discouraged. You'll try again. That's why I brought your associates back with you. Even this child. Because you judged that he was an important piece on your game board. Start over as many times as it takes. I am here to provide you with help. All of this is for you.
I can't freak out now. I have to remember why I'm here. Because my body couldn't move back then, and I let the villains take him. Being scared is no excuse. He's right there in front of me. Their leader doesn't seem to have noticed we're around. Otherwise, he wouldn't talk so freely in front of us. There are 6 or 7 meters separating me from Gachan. With full cowl, I can get there in less than a second. But could I get away? Where would we run to next? Plus, I'd be putting the others in danger. That won't work. I need a plan. I need to find a way to reach out to him. If I can't do that, then this was all for nothing.
I will
I have to
protect you.
focus.
I have to think. We have to get away.
But how?
Ah, there you are.
I'll have you return my student, all for one.
Have you come to kill me a second time, All Might?
I'll have you return my student, all for one.
Have you come to kill me a second time, All Might?
No, there's too many of them.
It took you long enough to find us. It's only 5 kilometers from the bar to here, and yet it was at least 30 seconds after I sent the Nomu that you arrived. You've gotten weaker, All Might.
You're one to talk. It's kind of difficult to ignore that fancy life support mask you've got on. Aren't you overexerting yourself?
He held All Might back with his bare hands. This guy must be the boss villain.
I won't repeat the mistake I made 5 years ago. You hear me? I will take young Bakugo back, and I will make certain you're locked up for the rest of your sad life. Right along with your despicable League of Villains!
Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. This will be hard for us both. Air cannon plus spring-like limbs. Kinetic booster times 4. Strength enhancer times 3. What a delightful combination. Maybe a few more enhancers next time.
All Might!
Don't you worry. It'll take more than that to kill him. Get off the battlefield, Tomura, and take that child with you. Kurogiri, warp them away.
Be careful! One of the heroes messed with him and he's unconscious. I'm not sure what's going on, but if you can teleport, why don't you get us out of here?
My warp power is still new, Magna. There is much I need to learn about it. Its distance is limited, and while he can teleport to specific coordinates, I only transport people to and from my own location. Or with focus, to or from someone I am very familiar with. That is all. It's easier to have Kurogiri do it. Forcible quirk activation. Leave this place.
What about you?
You're not thinking, Tomura. There remains much room for you to grow.
You're mine!
Master! Let's go, Shigaraki, while our masked lead is keeping All Might entertained. Claim your prize.
This is gonna be fun.
Young Bakugo, don't!
All All Might. All for One is in the way, so we can't get to Kachan. If something doesn't change, the League will escape with my friend. Again! They've got him surrounded, so he can't escape by himself.
These guys know I'm screwed. It's 6 against 1, and they're willing to drag me out of here by force this time. I can't let the magician lay a finger on me.
I'm coming for you!
I don't think so, because I am here.
All Might and Kachan are both completely stuck. What now?
That's why it's against the law for uncertified people to use their quirks to cause injury. None of you have the authority to harm the villain.
I'm upset too. But we can't let our emotions get the best of us.
If you know that you're breaking the rules, then you're acting like villains, not heroes.
Why did it have to be you two of all people? Why are you trying to make the same stupid mistakes I made?
It's no use. As heroes in training, we're not allowed to fight. But maybe, if there's an opening, an instant, we might have a chance to swoop in and grab Kachan. And if we can save him, All Might can use the full extent of his power. But how? Nothing seems like it'll work. Come on, think. Somehow, we can help him out of this. Yes, Ito, listen.
You can't fight. I won't let you.
No, I think there's another way. A way that won't involve any combat. That'll let us escape with him. Come on, we can still get Kachan back.
Tell us your plan.
The thing is, it's all going to depend on him.
Stick back. Deku!
I just don't know, you guys. Think about what Bakugo would want. We'd just make everything worse, I'm afraid.
If I did the plan myself, I don't think it would work. So, Kirishima, you're the key to this being a success.
We need details, Midoriya. Come on.
Right. Here's what I'm thinking.
Are you holding back against me? Trying to keep the boy from being blown away? You put yourself in quite the predicament. So how will the hero prevail?
Young Bakugo. It'll be hard for All Might to kick his ass as long as I'm here. Damn it!
Are you out of your mind?
Kachan will have realized the situation that All Might's in.
I agree.
He's staying on the defensive with his enemies, keeping his distance. That's good for us. We have to move when he's got some space between him and the villains.
Ida?
It is a gamble. But all things considered, there's not much risk to us. More importantly, he could change the tide of this fight. I'm in.
This is what we do. First, we'll propel ourselves using my quirk, combined with Ida's Recipro. Then, using Kirishima's hardening, we'll break through the wall. The second we've cleared it, Todoroki will make a huge slab of ice for us. As high as he possibly can. The villains haven't noticed us yet. Up until now, they've been able to outmaneuver us. But we're finally in the position to get the jump on them. And we'll cross the battlefield at a height that they'll never hope to reach. Right now, the guy in charge of the villains is holding All Might back. But that means the reverse is true, too. The last part's up to you, Kirishima. It's no good if I do it, or Todoroki, or Ida, or Yagorozu. Ever since school started, you've built a solid relationship with Kachan as equals. If his friend calls to him... Come on! He'll listen.
You idiots! What? Bakugo! On
my mark, you give us a giant...
Don't tell me what to do, damn you!
It's not the time to fight, you guys!
Just as we thought. All eyes on them. This is our chance.
Let's go.
Why do you keep showing up everywhere?
Seriously? You kids.
Don't let them get away! Who can do distance? Kurogiri and Dabi, but they're down!
You two, come here.
Magnus quirk? Magnetism. Its wielder can apply a magnetic force to anyone within a 4.5-meter radius, and focus on a whole body or just a part. Men become South Poles and women become North Poles. Magnetism doesn't work on Magna, though.
Ready?
Repulsion breakup! Night flight cannon!
Titan Clap!
Whoa, Mount Lady!
The rescue's priority. Go home, you dumb kids.
We can still catch them. Come on, you two.
Gran Torino!
You're too slow.
You're just too fast, Hotshot. So you saw the kid, right? He's turning out to be more and more like you every day. Not a compliment.
After his experience in Hosu, I didn't think he'd come to the battlefield. Damn teenagers!
Shimura's friend, huh?
It's shameful that I needed their help, but now I don't have to pull any punches against you. You're finished!
Two left over here. I'll handle them.
Tomura, I do not want to die in this place!
They got us. Turn the tables of this fight with a single move. Forcible quirk activation. Magnetism.
You are dust!
Hey, watch out, you guys! You're coming at me too fast!
Wait! Don't! Master!
Not so fast!
Your body is too damaged!
No one's come to save you, have they? You've had a hard life, Tenko Shimura. Don't worry. I am here for you.
No, I won't go!
Tomura, you must continue to fight. Warping! Plus shock inversion!
Bye. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next stream. Thanks for watching.
Sorry!
Bye.
I only came to save Tomura.